Claude, it is time for you to explain.
Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale.
Don't change the subject, Claude.
I'm sure Edelgard is eagerly awaiting our arrival in Enbarr.
Me? Oh, I think that's going too far.
But wait, they're supposed to be bitter enemies. They've fought each other several times before.
I know, it was a big gamble. But rather than having me try to convince them myself, I knew it would be easier to just have them meet. They were taken aback at first, but sure enough, they hit it off. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no choice. I'm sure you must be anxious to see her again. We're going up against Edelgard here. It won't be so simple. I hope you don't feel like I used you, because I sort of used you.
I've quite enjoyed looking at the puddle.
Weird. Based on your reaction, I guess I'm probably following a bad lead here.
Imperial General's Log 1186. This may be my last report. The Alliance forces are closing in on Enbarr after their war crimes at Fort Mercius. They appear to still be led by Lady Edelgard's former dance partner, and that kidnapping miscreant Raphael. General Yuritsa will have one final chance to stop them.
I am getting
as
to
will
the heart of it.
I fear
I
Lady
still need to
Edelgard's
improve.
reaction should they make it to the palace. I will not see that either way. Alright, our last grinding session before some of the final missions of the entire story. I still kind of can't believe we got to this point. Here we have Marianne going in with the Freikugel rather dramatically, cutting right through this thing's head, and getting to level 38.
I want to learn even more.
Do you need to know where the gym is? Oh, we got the grade of this. That's cool. Leonie lighting up that thing with the end of the world, getting to level 41 even though she didn't get a kill.
Keep pushing myself.
Oh good, your magic is just as good as Raphael's now, Leonie. Ignat's going in with a helm splitter, splitting those helms straight up to level 40.
I've found strength in adversity.
Indeed you have. I see more strength than adversity, though. For you, anyway. Marianne got MVP, that's cool. Getting right into the next mission, there's really not much separation between them anyway. Claude gets to level 41, he's back to War Monk, since Holy Knight was just that bad. Claude's strength actually looking pretty good. Not that much higher than Petra's, who knows where her heart is. That's always good. If you lose track of that, you tend to not be able to pump your blood through your body. Bernadetta gets to level 29.
Bernie's just no good.
Well, I didn't say it. Lysithia's going to turn the world around her a little bit.
I've got no time for mercy.
And we get the side angle, don't get to see that a whole lot. Here's the fancy shield that she has while Cyril gets to level 30, and it's like not great, Cyril. I don't know if you need to go that far. Balthus getting real dramatic. This wasn't exactly a do or die moment for us like a lot of the other maps are. We get to level 39 nonetheless.
Arms can't get much bigger.
That seems to be said more in resignation by Balthus as head of the Philosophy Club. Who gets MVP this time? It's Hilda. We get some diversity. Thoron comes down from Hilda to get her up to level 40.
It was the least I could do.
Hilda has some of the highest strength on the squad. Let's just reflect on her role in the party, given that information. Lysithia making it to the level 40 mark, too.
I will keep making progress.
She might have the highest magic of the entire team. Raphael definitively does not.
Guess I need to know this.
And he finally got an A in magic. Took him so many years of studying. Balthus MVP, okay. Welcome, welcome everyone. This is going to be one of the last little break sessions we get here. I am so grateful for your support all the way through this. This season has taken a pretty long time to get through, given that law school has kept me pretty busy So I appreciate all of you that were here from the beginning of the season. We'll be finishing things out here with the Golden Deer pretty soon.
I see.
My plan
my
for
practice is
the
paying off.
last couple of missions
Technique never betrays.
is to give you a fuller sense of how things actually play out. So I'll be recording my commentary while I'm actually playing the game. So you'll see more of my thought process, hear about it, unless you're having some synesthesia going on. So there'll be a little bit more menuing that you have to see, but you'll also get a little bit more of my commentary and my thought process on those final missions. And, you know, it wouldn't feel right to chop up God-Shattering Star as that is playing in the background. So at least we get that musical contiguity that we can add to that as well. So I hope that you all are as excited to share that as I am. Now we have some class upgrades, finally. We have Raphael, orphaned and becoming a Dark Knight like a certain other fictional character, and he gets that 16th point of speed that we've been waiting on. We have Alois going down a darker path. We're already a little past Christmas, so he doesn't need the traditional Santa outfit anyway. What exactly did you do, Alois? And now Linhardt, feeling the spirit of a hero, is following his friend Ignatz onto a wyvern, and look at all the strength he gets just from sitting on the saddle. We have Alois in his new outfit leading a seminar for a strange little group of people.
It's starting to feel like a part of me.
Punching feels like a part of you. Dorothea, have you been spending time at bar fights, perhaps? You ever had deer invade your major city?
There it is. Enbarr. The imperial capital and the largest city in all of Fodlan.
It's not just big. This city was designed to protect the castle where the Emperor lives.
Huh.
It is coming.
We were told Hubert would be leading the enemy forces.
And that
but
the
Death
world
Knights
was
also
backwards.
with them. We'll have to take care of both of them, but we won't have time to mop up all the enemy units.
Well, not with that attitude.
We'll have to split up and take them on at the same time, or risk being overrun by their reinforcements.
I don't know that that's relevant to the reinforcement part.
It's here! The Crest of Flames banner! There, on the other side of the canal!
Uninvited guests, I see. Let's ensure they receive a warm welcome. Ready the artillery.
What's the climate like in
Prepare to
Adrestia?
attack.
Is that ever talked about?
Hooks, arrows, magic. Rain death upon the enemy until they are silent as the grave. Reinforcements will fly in shortly. Defend the heavy weapons until they arrive.
Seems like they would just want to defend the heavy weapons regardless of the
Steady now.
reinforcements' presence. We'll start things off with Ignatz, as we usually do. We'll put him over here
this for all
so
of
that
us.
he's in position for Bernie to help him out. Dancing is famously what Ignatz and Edelgard were known for, so it must infuriate the Imperial Army to see him dancing with someone else. We need Ignatz to attack with this hand axe so that he can fly out of range of things that are more dangerous. Are you, though? Oh, it looks like he's kind of not, so we'll need Leone to physic him out of danger. And now we can go to Team B here on the left from this perspective. We'll have Hilda provide support for a whole bunch of things and get in some initial damage with this Thoron. We need to get a lot more done to make this a safe play. We gotta... Lawrence can't quite get it done on his own without getting a little lucky. So we'll provide a little more support, deal some more damage with Marianne. The idea of authority? Yes, you've gained a lot of confidence there, Mecha Marianne. Now I think Lawrence might be able to move in. But we have Dark Knight Raphael over here. That will be able to soften up that target, provide some additional support. Accuracy is going to be really important here. All right, now we have a much better shot, and we go immediately for comedy.
His duty.
Oh, he's been getting tutored by Ferdinand, I see. No wonder it's so funny. Alright. We're not particularly worried about that Fortress Knight, so we'll have Balthus just delete this warrior.
Wonder there's a bounty on my head. Now I'm indestructible.
I don't know that that follows there, Balthus. So just hide in the middle since you're so indestructible. Okay, going after Hilda. She gets poison struck, so she'll need to heal up or just stay out of trouble. Yeah, we were not worried about that Fortress Knight. Okay, magic coming at Ignatz, but he is fine, and he hucks the hand axe to get the kill. Okay, so he's going to get right into trouble immediately.
This should work.
So we'll need the rest of Squad A here to bail him out now that he's in this position. Can back up to there so that someone can melee heal him. Now what do we do? Claude can't quite get in position to attack, so he might as well be the one that heals Ignatz.
Thanks so much.
Leone can get in position to attack whatever she well pleases. She's going to melt down the little wall that they built. And the
Make a
person
difference.
inside it, you know, collateral damage. Now Wyleth can just waltz on in. Oh, she can just do whatever she wants, huh? We'll shoot down the archer that is closest to Ignatz. Oh, good dodge there from Wyleth.
It
Make
won't
things a
be
little
in vain.
simpler. She gets to level 42.
There is still room for improvement.
Your stats don't leave a whole lot of room for improvement, but the level up certainly had some. Lysithea can still hit with the bolt axe 100% of the time she gets this kill, so that is good.
Will not die yet.
Well, not from somebody that doesn't counterattack you, certainly.
This still isn't good enough.
Well, it is in accordance with the Brigid curriculum, at least, Cyril. Maybe you're still refining how the Elmyran School of Sorcery works. Ever since Claude just started his boxing academy. Claude gets danced up and can then just move in. That's a tactic there, Claude. We've talked about this.
I'm impressed.
Okay, then. Back with Squad B, we can have Lawrence just take the sure thing with the Vajramushti.
No obstacle.
And we get this angle on him. Isn't that impressive? Turn it around here
Take
for
all the
Ferdinand's
strength
level.
I get.
Those aren't strength, Ferdinand. I think you're taking other stuff. Balthus can now occupy the heavy weapons that Hubert told them to defend. Haha. Where do we want to shoot? We probably want to actually help, so let's go after this other heavy weapon. Raphael the Dark Knight still on healing duty for Hilda so that she can continue moving up. She's going to heal Raphael. Who heals the healers do. And immediately, she takes the damage right back.
So close.
Little brawl battle for Claude.
If you must.
Ooh. It's a good punch in, though.
My understanding is complete.
Petra's uncanny blow is probably a little more relevant out of that transaction.
I have to do this.
Marianne does not
I must
take
keep
kindly to being trifled with. Oh, good. Got a brave sword out of the box. I think that might have been a misclick for Leone, but we have enough firepower to break
No
through
time
this
to
thing.
slow down.
And now we can just run Wyleth in and... Oh. She needs a crit to get rid of it, and she just gets it immediately.
This could turn the tides.
Alright, so we're pretty close to bringing our squads together. So now we can plan our next move. We want to get Squad A out of there as soon as possible, since the flying reinforcements can just pick us off pretty fast since they're ambush spawns. So we'll move Balthus out of the way, continue using these ballistas to pick off some of the enemies, make moving across the bridges a little easier. Oh, and Lawrence has that Fetters of Dromi, so we even free up the ballista again after he uses it. Lots of Kanto units over here. Hilda's ballista is not looking as good, but we'll still take a shot. Now we'll just reposition, try to get people out of horrendously vulnerable range. Bernie got to level 30, incidentally, and that was a really good level, so I'm sorry to Bernie that she loses the spotlight.
It will not be long until the next.
Oh yes, I'm very aware of that, Hubert.
That was quick. We can't hang around or they'll just keep coming.
The first couple of attempts of this map involved us just dying to those. The artillery is not very relevant, Claude. It's just that they're ambush spawns and they have a bunch of Falcon Knights here that just kill us immediately. Okay, Ignat's getting in a brawl here. Not going great for him. Our only weakness. Well, aside from all the other ones that are the determiners of what we actually do. Lysithea is going to hop off of her big horse mech to do something completely worthless. Very accurate shots we've got here. This might be the end of us. Just this guy. Lawrence, you've got a bow. Try to shoot the guy here. Okay. First blood. Leone, can you clean it up? Oh, there's two guys. No wonder we're in so much trouble. Raphael, take him down to 1, if you would. Move into position there. Marianne, maybe she can finish it off. Oh, we're accurate enough just to punch him out. Marianne Copter initiated and gets her to level 39.
I won't let this hold me back.
I don't know if you get a choice in the matter. Hilda's impressed by something, certainly not the level. Ignatz gets his revenge. And now we can plan how to assault the bridge. Excellent. We also have to think about those flyers coming for us from the other direction. We'll use another Claude recover. And now we'll have Wylith get ready to intercept the flyers. She'll have the special dance bonus, and Balthus will be here on the artillery ready to strike. Flying monster is kind of the least of our worries. It's these 3 Falcon Knights. One of them can get to Byleth right away. Wylith, excuse me, and she does get the crit. So now we've only got 2 left to worry about.
Thank you.
Since they don't one-shot her. Alright, with Bernie, if she can take these out. Alright. We win another coin flip plus.
Wow, amazing.
And it is indeed amazing. Since these reinforcements typically do to us what we're doing to them. So we can dance up Wylith and give her another shot. Looks like the silver bow takes it out. She'll get the crit anyway for style points.
It won't be in vain. Wow, amazing.
Bernie's impressed every time. You know, she didn't start in the Folden Deer. She doesn't have as much of a history of animosity. Okay, got this ballista going, soften up all these targets. Now Marianne can actually finish it with a bolt axe, win the magic battle, even get the crest.
There's a way forward.
And that is very true, Marianne. We wanted to free up the bridge so we could indeed move forward. Now, we will have Ignatz move on in as our dodge tank, and Raphael's healing gets into level 40.
Gotta get stronger.
You actually don't, if you look at your strength score, Raphael, but those other stats might be helpful. Yeah, we'll just use a regular heal here on Raphael. And we will move some other members of the squad forward so they can help in the assault.
From another direction. Deploy them as soon as they arrive.
What else would they do, Hubert? Just like hang out, have a tea party? I understand that that's a lot of what happens at Garreg Mach. We missed a 69% chance to hit? How is that possible? Physics in Tolglin must have changed. Okay, got a lot of threats lining up here. Lawrence found a nerd in the forest and just punched him out. And that got him to level 41, just a rush of adrenaline. Wow.
I can exceed this.
Can you, though? Like, your strength is at Raphael levels, and your magic just hit where Raphael is. And you got a bunch of other stuff.
Here's an idea.
Don't call it that. Those never go correctly, but I guess in Raphael's Bizarro world, they do. Now, where do we want to be? We can back him up here and still provide support. Marianne. We have 2.5 barriers to chop through. So let's have Marianne take 1.5 out.
Let's give this a try.
All these things are bad omens if we don't have a guarantee to hit. Okay, now we can pop Leone over into this forest and take our pick of which barrier to shatter. We need to use a more powerful spell to actually take out the health bar while we're at it. And I think we could have Hilda just snipe down the other one. 98% chance to hit. We land it somehow and get that Umbral Steel from long range. Now, we don't have to feel bad about deploying our punches, which are always crits. Okay, we also have Wyleth and Bernie over here trying to take on this bird. So we'll use a gambit with Wyleth so that it has to target her. She is a pretty hard target to actually kill. Do we heal her or dance her is the question. We'll have Bernie heal her up for all 11 HP. And yeah, now she's good. Lysithea can get an attack in now that we know it's going to attack Wyleth. So we get a little tomahawk stuck in it, and Lysithea will join the main squad up here. We'll trust Wyleth and Bernie take it out, or maybe we'll have Ignatz come in with an assist, since we've already made the world safe for birding up there. We'll chop that barrier down so Ignatz doesn't have to take a counter, and leave him right there for support purposes. Balthus is a bow knight, so can he attack anything from here? He can. Let's take the shot. We lose the coin flip, and we don't even hit at all. Excellent. More enemies swooping in. Taking the river. Of course, they don't have any water-based units in this game, so they had to use flyers. Wyleth just barely living. Bernie's healing was good enough. Heal coming down on the bird.
I may not survive.
Well, we'll see about that. We do want to take out the barrier. I think a bow will do it. Yeah, there it goes. Get some Umbral Steel. And now we want to think about killing it so we can chop this down. Presumably, if we dance with Bernie and then use Wyleth again, we can get rid of that. We still have a bit of a safe zone on that bridge.
Thanks.
to wait and engage the flyers that are coming in from that direction. We'll move Wyleth up a little bit, use the range on Hunter's volley to our advantage. We'll squint a little,
This could turn the tides.
as Wyleth is hurt, so firing the bow appears to pain her a little bit right now. Lawrence gets one punch and a crit. There we go. Everyone has that little spinny motion they do when they get a critical punch, and I enjoy it. Let's have Lawrence hop into this thicket, maybe? No, we don't really want him being on the front line. Let's reposition everyone to get in a place where they can participate in the fight once the flyers get here. They're already aggroed. Here come the Falcon Knights. And that healer's moving forward a little bit. Okay, Hilda can attack from just, well, darn well anywhere. So there's a little Thoron as a treat. Lawrence has a bow, and with that Thoron, it is good enough to get the kill. Excellent. Now we can pop him wherever he needs to be. Raphael has Kirsten's arrow, which hits more often when he puts the spell charges into it. There he goes. And now it is down to where virtually anyone could finish it off. Who is virtually anyone for our purposes? Is it Ignatz? That's kind of funny. Just a little hand axe. Doesn't connect. Huh. Alright. I guess that means Leone gets to be virtually anyone. Fire away with a Nosferatu! Coin flip! We get it, okay. 57's good enough, 87 isn't. I see how it is. Level 42.
I got cocky.
Oh, we get cosmically punished for our actions anyway. Let's reflect on that. Okay. Lysithea go in with the Killer Axe to execute the guy for the crime of healing. Looks like he was not guilty. Okay, then. We will just... Oh, now we get the crit.
Another victory.
Get a 96, which is opposite comedy. And who do we heal now? We need to recover up on Wyleth. Claude's going to run out of recovers. Looks like Marianne is in pretty good position to tank. So we can just leave her there with the bolt axe up and have Bernie try to rejoin the squad. And turn the world around. Okay, we take 3, hit back for 12, and take another 3. So we're getting a pretty good trade there. Never mind. Okay, now we just got a bunch of barriers to break. Balthus can break the first one from a safe distance. And that'll make it a lot easier to start chopping through all the other ones. So move on over here, Balthus. Lawrence, use that bow. Everyone remembers you're carrying all the time. And that gets Ferdinand to level 30. He remembers something from his past.
I'm continuing to improve.
I wouldn't call it improvement there, Ferdinand. You're continuing to do something. All right. Another full barrier we've got to get through. Let's cast Kirsten's arrow. And that'll take down the health bar and get our bonus poison strike damage in on the next one. Yeah. Okay, just move over there. One more barrier. We can use any weapon we want to get through it. So we'll use a Killer Axe charge since Lysithea, that's her least fancy weapon. Get that little Umbral Steel. And now we can use some of the heavy hitters.
I can do this!
You can. You didn't need to. So we'll get a panoramic view here as Ignatz gets to level 41. Your part, I guess, is to be more accurate, which actually kind of fits with your regular non-failure-verse character. Okay, so who is left? Claude is pretty reliable in these situations, only gets the 2 shots, but 1 crit is enough to guarantee it, and he gets both of them anyway. punches it right into the river. And gets to level 42.
More battles means more strength.
Apparently not.
You're amazing.
Okay then, so we had to gambit up Wyleth to draw out the Death Knight. Get the critical one coming at us. But we have the impregnable wall that Bernie set up that she usually uses to cut herself off from social interaction, but today it is to set up a final confrontation, one last dance with the Death Knight. Okay, so Claude will get these miracle dodges, and Petra will say, I am here too.
I work to grow.
But unfortunately, the Empire was prepared for light breezes. Ignatz, you're pretty dodgy, right? So we'll miss this crit on the Killer Axe. And we only got hit once, so we're fine. Bernadetta, you're going to need to dance Ignatz up to win this Dance of Damnation, as Yuritsa called it.
Thank you.
So, more dance imagery to really rub it in for Edelgard. Alright, we gotta nail this crit, Ignatz. And we got the expression of determination. And the comedy!
To die, to know one without the other would be maddening.
And that's where they got the name for the difficulty.
Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Get a final Dark Seal.
Okay, just Hubert left to deal with.
You see all that other stuff?
Losses. We need more troops.
Thanks so much.
Raphael back in the healing business. Now we've got a lot of repositioning to do as we deal with the next waves that Claude was blissfully ignorant of.
Predictable.
Okay, kind of an unexpected dodge there from Wyleth.
Piece of cake.
Claude actually getting hit, not something that is regular for him. Okay, so we have another bird that we gotta break through. So we have a standard protocol for these situations. Balthus breaks down the first one from a safe distance. Now we just keep breaking them down however we can. One little Kirsten's arrow. We can use a pretty weak attack to break down the health bar, such as a Nosferatu that will actually have a 100% chance to hit this time. Okay, one more barrier. So, did we remember to put Curved Shot on Lawrence? We did. There it goes. And all the barriers are down. We've unfortunately used all of Lawrence's attacks doing that. But we can have Claude run over here. Get a critical Numa Gale, apparently. Brings it down to the last health bar. So if we recharge Balthus, can he snipe it down? He gets the crit he can, and finally we have Balthus the sharpshooter here.
Decent form.
And Lawrence is even willing to compliment him as he hops out of the red zone. We put Ignatz up in the front lines with Marianne. We even move Wyleth up a little bit. Okay, Lawrence tanking a fire orb. Ignatz remembering his weapon triangle. And not killing the enemy. Huh.
Appreciate
Bird coming at Marianne. We've seen this play before. Oh, we get a crest activation this time. She tanks her 6 damage with Pride. Of course, such dinky little wind-based attacks are kind of our thing, going back to Season 1. So we've had that patent for years.
Alright, who's next?
So Leone is here, thinking about intellectual property. What do we want to do about this bird? We have this fire orb over here that we're also a little worried about. So Wylith should be able to tank everything standing here.
This could turn the tide.
So she'll just brutally take that guy out. I don't think they actually move mages in to take it back.
Me too.
We'll have to change up our standard protocol on this. Balthus will unleash here with Onslaught.
I finally get it.
Ooh, that's useful. Move on back there, Balthus. What do we want to do? I think we want to have her break down that barrier over in that corner so that Marianne is the one that's in the red zone. Now we can use Kirsten's arrow to break down the full barrier and get the poison strike damage in. Okay, and we'll move Raphael to a safe spot somewhere. Yeah, right there. He's too slow to ever take any shots from anything, despite his relatively good resistance and defense. Hilda will use pathetically weak magic to break down all the barriers, and now we can move in with Ignatz. 74 will probably land, so this health bar is down. Now we can have Ignatz hop somewhere a little safer too. Put Marianne back in range. Lawrence... Oh, still has that bow. And can land a crit on anything, because he is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
You're really tough.
Isn't he, though? Move on up there, Lawrence. Now we'll dance up Marianne, maybe just for the stat boost. Oh, we can actually have her move in, since she can probably tank some damage from that Cavalier, especially if she electrocutes that Fortress Knight. Now Lysithea will start climbing up the stairs with her horse. Oh, okay. But at that angle, we don't have anyone else in danger. Wylith is not doing so hot, with her feet going right into the floor. Presumably pushed into it by the bird. Okay, several problems we have to deal with. Leone will start trying to melt down the barding on this horse as she just has her leg stuck in the staircase. Marianne, can you get rid of this so you can start trying to retrieve Leone from inside the stairs? Wylith, a bit of a risk taker, going in and firing away at this white mage. Gets a little bit of HP back, and drawing out the other white mage because she lives in fear of no white tome. Okay, Raphael, we need your help to break down all these barriers to at least remove the bird from the equation for a little bit. Move in to support Wylith. Balthus can get close enough to fire at any of these barriers that he wants. We'll take the one we can get a 100% shot. Get the crest for style points, and we are out of Canto movement. We have Lawrence's bow, which is evidently quite reliable. So it fires away, and we only have a half barrier left, and we can reposition Lawrence over here. Hilda is going to keep moving toward that box. And remember that she has a pretty impressive range, so she's going to go ahead and waste one of those spell slots for funsies. And Lysithea is going to take care of this last barrier. Get another Umbral Steel. And we will have Claude use some of his expertise in punching birds out of the sky. As Petra gets to level 36.
War fuels my body and mind.
Her stats are honestly pretty impressive. She would probably be a better mortal Savant than Leone is at the moment. But, you know, she can't use the sword. Ignatz winning the sky battle there.
Someone's
Best flying type of our team. Moving on up there for Wyleth. Let's dance up Hilda so she can open that box up. I think I gave her a key. Yeah, there she goes. We get the Axe of Zoltan, and now we can move on with our life.
Watch and learn.
Good dodge there from Wyleth. She didn't actually need it, apparently, and she gets the double to finish it off. More white tomes. Lots of them on this map. Doesn't really matter where Hilda is. She can just attack anywhere. Let's see if we can get this mage to start coming in at us. Yeah, we got it angry, right? Now, Wyleth is just going to cause trouble wherever she wants to. Can she get one of these crits? She can. So that gamble pays off. Now we just need to get rid of this white mage, and we will start being able to move north toward Hubert. Last I checked, white mages are still nerds. Just religion nerds.
You did it.
So it is down, and Ignatz says, yes, indeed, you punched a nerd. Are you proud of yourself? We'll do a lot of repositioning and healing to get ready for our siege to the north or south, whatever the orientation is. When you turn the camera, it also changes the direction of the compass. That's it. Tell your friends. Okay, lots of dodges and zeros there for Lysithea. And their line is moving forward so that it's easier for us to pick them off. That's so nice of them. Wyleth, for once in her life, failing to get a crit. So can Claude finish things out? Well, he can attack with no risk to himself. Petra, so close. So close to getting the surprise adjutant killed. Hilda can go ahead and electrocute this fellow pretty seriously. He wants to make sure it hurts. She wants to make sure it hurts.
Impressive.
Lawrence very impressed by the dedication to sadism there.
Oh, this is for the best.
And more electrocution. It's kind of our thing now. Since we haven't blown anyone up yet, I don't think. So Raphael's going to try and get our quota of arson in, but the flames don't linger, do they, Raphael? Ooh, Bernadetta remembers that she has a sword, and you can use swords to stab people. So looks like a rat strike is just our best option. There she goes.
Be home again soon.
And I thought this was where you lived, Bernie.
Bernie's just no good.
Well, you got strength. That's more than a lot of people can say. Your strength is almost as high as Leone's. We huck an axe into a guy. And the warriors withdrew. I wonder why. Now, Balthus can get into a fight with this here mage. Let's see if he can land a hit. He can, so we need probably one or two more attacks to actually finish things out. Oh, it's Lawrence. We only need one, obviously, so we will go ahead and use his bow, which was just a bird hunting weapon, but also hunts the monster of man. Stay right there, Lawrence. Okay, we got some serious stuff coming on up.
It's almost a shame to kill you. Not even death will make you consequential.
Still sour about the dance, huh? Great dodge there from Ignatz. And looks like we do not want to get in a bolting contest with Hubert, so we'll bolting something else. But we know that Hilda is providing support now, so we'll just recklessly move Ignatz in. Ooh, look at that. Hubert has friends. Huck a couple of axes at him. He can't actually bolting us back from this close. Is Balthus, of all people, going to finish this map out? If he lands it, he doesn't die, so... Oh, wow. Balthus has learned comedy at a pivotal moment.
We must place our faith in Her Majesty. Her victory is everything.
She's gonna hear how you went, man. 69 crits are brutal. Is Balthus going to talk? Is he just going to find levity in this? Nope. Philosophy Club doesn't apparently emphasize
well done,
that.
Everyone. Now we can break through into Enbarr. We need to
Thought we
hurry
were
up and
already
attack
in.
the palace to block Edelgard's movements.
Who gets MVP here? Oh, it's still Wyleth. Boring.
This is for your ears only, but there's actually one more part to my plan.
And if he gives refusal, I will be tying him up and dragging him home.
Ignatz, I am having a request.
Huh? For me?
Yes, only you can be helping me.
Something only I can do? That's a lot of pressure. What's it about?
Now that we've seized control of the Philosophy Club from Hubert,
They've made
let's
it
seize
into
control of the
palace,
Empire,
but
huh?
it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option.
Don't we have, like,
Prepare
armies
for a bitter
outside?
struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
Is there no back wall there? It's just a wall of
More
white.
enemies inside the palace than I thought. It's gonna take a lot to bring this situation under control. But if we defeat Edelgard, then victory is ours. Everyone, let's go!
Don't we have the option of retreating and coming back later?
Our bashful little emperor has locked herself up behind the door of the throne room. The key should be around here somewhere. We need to find whoever's got it and take them out.
Man, if only Fodlan had keys that weren't interchangeable with every other key. Interesting little system they have set up there, huh? They just sell keys to everything at every shop. Aw, Sylvain. He tried to help. It's adorable. Well, that was the first salvo. Really dangerous enemies up in here, so we have to spend one of our ashes and dust right away. So that'll keep that, well, most of that row from coming at us.
Shall we?
Keep Ignatz there. Lawrence, we will hope, can just get rid of this warrior. Okay, first punch takes him out.
Amazing!
And it is amazing because we really needed that to land for any of this to actually work. Let's use a Thoron, which doesn't quite get across the whole map, but apparently it's going to electrocute this hero.
Get used to this.
Decent form.
So, Raphael, can you soften up this warrior enough that we can actually kill it? Okay, looks like he can. Now we just need someone to land any kind of hit. Here's someone. There she goes. And Bernie actually playing a pivotal role here on the Folden Deer that she danced for. Have to make sure we get everyone off those horses that they're not supposed to have while we reposition. And Marianne will invite out this other front of our war. Since why fight a one-front war when you could fight two? Good dodge there from Ignatz. And Lysithea going to tank damage as well as she uses the Stick of Ruin to get her vengeance. Winning a coin flip minus.
How Dedue's doing. I hope I get to see him again.
I think we all wonder that from time to time. Magical a man as he is. Alright, Wyleth is actually going to remember that that charm stat is the best thing she has, as Sylvain embraces his role as her assistant and runs straight into a miracle. Okay, Leone It's going to
Without a
exploit their dressing for breezy weather with a little bit of heat. And Raphael is coming to exploit that weakness as well. It won't go quite as well as it did for Leone. So he'll need someone else to finish it off. We have a bunch of someone else's here that are capable of doing that, like Balthus.
Smells like a brawl.
What does that smell like, and how could you tell from that distance? I have a lot of questions for Balthus. And he's prepared to answer them, I guess, putting on his philosophy symposium. Oh, Marianne has mastered comedy.
I won, didn't I?
Look at you.
And Raphael enjoyed the show. He says he would come again. She'll be here all night, Raphael, don't worry. Lysithea is going to go for a similar trick, and it looks like the Lady Legion is also the Lady Legion of comedy.
Fun to watch.
And wasn't it, though? That's the whole point, Leone. Let's see how dangerous going forward would be. It looks like pretty dangerous to move past here. So let's just not. How about we don't poke the bear there, Lysithea? Lawrence is going to exploit the fact that he has the Fetters of Dromi in order to engage in some target practice. We don't really have to worry about the ones frozen in place by Wyleth's assault troop right now, so we'll just have to scroll through every enemy before deciding on one and take out one of the
Sorry, but it's your meat.
least offensive ones. So now we have this quandary of this hero over here, so let's try to huck a hand axe at him. That takes him down to 36. We're going to need to dance somebody up. Probably Lawrence will have the best shot of taking him out and then popping back to safety. So Lawrence, you know what you've got to do. The Killer Knuckles have to land a crit, and we get one of the two. Excellent.
No obstacle.
So Lawrence takes down the hero, which leaves only the White Mage and the Assassin left to deal with from this initial very dangerous group. And we got a squad of mages back there. Seraphim coming for Ignatz, misses and instantly gets them killed. Not a great time for them to attack, but they did it anyway.
I believe I can do more.
I believe you could too, but you didn't. Think about that. Okay, Wyleth takes a hit and returns fire for slightly more. Never mind. Oh, she's good. She's fine. She has a hit point left. That's all you need. We've repeatedly established this over the course of the run, and it's to do.
So close. Must press on.
Yeah, it must be hard to dance in all that armor.
Thank you.
We'll recover up on Wyleth here, since our spell slots just refresh between battles. Whether we have anything between preparation screens or not. Hunter's Volley doesn't get the job done here for Wyleth. So that's kind of a surprising situation for her to find herself in. Lawrence! Oh no. He poked the bear with a 69% chance to hit.
Meet my end in a place like this.
In an Imperial Palace? Where else did Lawrence think he'd meet his end? Huh. Okay, so that was not a good attack to take.
Shall we?
So let's try something a little bit different. We will keep Wyleth here, and then go for a fading blow on the Vajramushti. All right, that one worked.
Exalted death.
And we got the key that doesn't look like any other key we've ever seen. So we'll put the Iron Axe away so that we can keep that key there and put Lawrence here. And now we'll see how the RNG goes for Wyleth. It goes great, evidently.
Another victory.
So that reroll, apparently it was all worth it. We get a level.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Why do you get all the good levels? Even the low-statted ones end up working out pretty well. Okay, Raphael, you got a Kirsten's Arrow for us. No chance to crit, so it looks like we're just inconveniencing them. Poison Strike helps. But can we finish them off? Balthus? Yes, you can. I believe in you, buddy.
What's this?
Oh, looks like you didn't need the help.
Won that bet.
Who bet against you, I'm wondering? I mean, all of us for most of the season, I suppose. Okay, we finally get an illogical bolting straight through a wall that we shouldn't be able to see through. Do we have spies back there or something? Is Dedue, like, calling us on his Dusker cell phone? Okay. Got to huck the hand axe straight through the solid door that we were worried about opening at the beginning of the mission. Now we'll heal Wyleth up a little bit. And Bernie has a choice to make about dancing. And, well, you can't do it for all of us, Bernie, because you have to pick one, and you picked Raphael, so he'll be able to move again. Oh, he can go in for another Kirsten's Arrow on one of these. Fire away, and take it down to 24 and 13. Alright, let's see what happens. Ooh, we got someone chasing after Dedue.
Kill them!
Them, there's just one. He's a guy. Big beast coming at Mecha Lysithea for our kaiju battle over here. And we got more up to the north coming for Dedue. Dedue not afraid of this hero at all, but it's going to drain some of his weapon durability. Leone getting hit by the ballista. And Dedue vulnerable to Poison Strike, though he has a lot of HP, but that just proportionally boosts what Poison Strike does, so there's a trade-off. Apparently nobody can make progress with anything. Such is the way of the Failure-verse, I suppose. Alright, Lysithea actually gets to use her horse, so she's going to use all of them. Cyril's going to lead that charge, evidently. I didn't think he was a horse, but maybe he likes to hang out with them. Okay, Raphael, it is now safe to hit those barriers with anything you would like, so please actually do so. Go in with some magic.
I'm feeling good about this.
Are you? Don't know why, really. Okay, then. I think Hilda should be able to strike with just a regular thunder if the interface will ever let her do so. There we go, we even get it doubled. That takes down all the barriers, makes this kaiju battle a little less climactic. So, Balthus, just win one of these coin flips, please. Simplify breaking down the health bar. Oh, can't win that bet, huh? 2 coin flips? Fine. In that case, we'll have Wyleth focus over here, see if she can help Dedue out a little bit. She can. It might turn the tides for Dedue, we'll see.
Need to pull my
Ah, Sylvain, those puny little stats are adorable.
Next one's mine.
And I hope so, Leone. Can you break down a health bar, maybe? Try to get a couple hit points back. Yeah, just a couple. Okay, now it's in a position where we typically deploy Lawrence and Claude. Let's see how much damage we can really do. 88% chance crit sounds pretty good to me. 1, 2, and we don't even... Oh, we actually did need the third one, so we waste another Black Sand Steel. Here comes level 42 for Lawrence.
My skills are rising
Wow.
to my status.
His offensive stats are incredible, at least compared to everyone else's. So let's dance Lawrence up and see if we can get a repeat performance to just get rid of this thing. If he can nail all of these crits, I think he can one-shot it down or one-attack it down. 2, 3. Now he only needs a regular one on the last one, but he is going for a theatrical performance fitting with his status.
You're amazing.
He is indeed, Raphael. That's a very genuine compliment we can give out to Lawrence. Ooh, this one can actually break through Dedue's armor sometimes. To some extent, anyway. So Dedue needs to get a little lucky. Oh, he actually landed that 48 damage shot. So that hero might eventually die from trying to poke through Dedue. Poison Strike's going to take Dedue down pretty fast, though, and the monster actually deals damage to him, so maybe our physics can help him out. Oh, he took out the hero.
Of my loyalty.
That's kind of funny. Okay, we have these mages we got to deal with. We can double these down, and the magic doesn't kill us immediately. So that was an Imperial General, apparently, that was trying to seal us in. We get another door key.
I'm alright.
Which, remember, there was only one that Claude was concerned about. Let's just Freikugel this guy into the ground.
Goddess, forgive me.
No, it was a church member, some description. So we're going to get Lawrence into a position where he can attack. We have to use a couple of movement arts. Let's remove this obstacle, shall we? The offensive site that needed some comedy in her life. And now we can try to deal with the ballista. Hilda, you can provide some support to Dedue, or you can try to bolting this thing down, match its range. Now Lysithea can move in for the kill after getting vantaged. But I'll take 5 damage if it means freeing up this zone to try and move through.
I will keep making
Oh,
progress.
good. You got some speed. That's what we need our Great Knights for. Let's dance Wyleth out of range of whatever is attacking her. She and Sylvain can now move on. Into precisely here, we can take out this Agarthan mage with a little triple-digit headshot.
I see how this works.
That is indeed how sniping works, Sylvain. It's good that you're learning that lesson now. We're going to heal Dedue for less than Poison Strike does to him, so that's always good. Oh, we have a mage coming for him. I fear Dedue's little stand here will not last very long. It hit him and not the ally.
Weak.
So I think, unfortunately, the wall of Dedue is going to get broken here. He missed that one? That's kind of sad. He deserved to hit with that. Now Lawrence can open this door with the totally not interchangeable keys. Fire away, Raphael. Get justice for Dedue. Now Canto on up to free the ballista. And who should fire it next? Wyleth knows how to use an arrow or two. Doesn't quite get the kill here, but we just need to... Oh, it does. Never mind. So now we can just reposition, get everyone to come up the east side here. Do a lot of healing and dancing while we can. And Dedue is down because they realized that we should be using magic.
Your Highness, somehow, you must.
Well, that's sad. Didn't even get to see him perform his signature dance moves, and now we have this kaiju blocking our way into the throne room. So that's pretty inconvenient, but we have a lot of units with range. Let's go ahead and gambit this down to simplify the task.
How do you like this?
Ignat's getting some attitude. It must be the proximity to Edelgard. So that also gets to freeze the mage in place, which is nice. We just have to try and figure out how we're going to take this thing down while it is blocking all of our melee paths to attacking it. We can curved shot that barrier down in the back. We can hit this one. Then that frees up another slot behind Lawrence. Oh, actually, he can Canto out of the way, so that'll free up the melee spot and the one behind him for the 2 range. So Lysithea is another Canto warrior, so she can bolt axe down the final barrier. Okay, so now we don't need to worry about counterattacks. Move Lysithea back here. We can put Leone right here. That'll take down a health bar. Oh, she only needs to use 1 spell slot, apparently. 2 more health bars now. We can get Balthus into attack range. Oh, no. Oh! Crit is helpful, but I don't think even a double crit would take it down. So it just goes down to 77 from Balthus. Let's keep you right there, Balthus. Now, Hilda could just attack from wherever, so that was never really a concern for her. If we can land a crit, the health bar goes down, and miraculously she doesn't. She didn't have a very good chance. But now it's in a position where we might actually be able to kill it this turn.
Not quite what I'd hoped for.
I didn't really either, but speed is actually pretty helpful for you if you can ever double with anything. That'd be pretty nice. And Lawrence hopped back in such a way that we can dance him up. And as we know, Lawrence is the kaiju defeater.
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
Assuming that the right half stats are for fighting. Get those killer knuckles out, Lawrence. We missed one? It was 92. Come on. But I think we only needed 3 of them. Yeah, we get the exact kill here. Nice and proper, taking it to exactly 0, as a proper noble does. All right, Raphael, illustrate the power of Kirsten's arrow, if you would. And we take a moment to contemplate it. Got him.
That's another one.
Indeed, it is another kill, Raphael. It's good you can recognize them.
I must confess, I never imagined that you would be able to pursue me this far.
You've been pursuing
I don't mean to
Ignatz at
belittle
this
your
point.
skills, Professor, but you far surpassed my expectations.
Everyone else
Inform
meant
the
to belittle
troops.
her skills.
Destroy anyone who sets foot in the throne room.
They were kind of already on that before you said anything. Oh,
It
dear.
never ends. How many more reinforcements are they gonna launch at us? If we don't block up the stairwells, it's never going to stop.
So they just, like, politely turn back if we stand on the stairs. We don't have to fight them. They're like, oh, the battle map's up there. I can't battle until I'm on it. All right, Marianne, help us out while you're just kind of slowly waddling up here.
I think I really get it now.
Do you? Took this long and you understand defense. Finally, now. Okay, Balthus, I think we're going to need you to block the stairwell. So let's go ahead and Tempest Lance.
That's gonna hurt.
And
Fun to watch.
I would conjecture that it did indeed hurt. The man's dead.
Well done.
Let's heal up those 5 hit points on Wyleth. It could be critical. Heal up Hilda a tiny little bit. And heal up Lysithea a lot. That could actually be relevant, given that she tries to tank hits from time to time. Now we'll reposition, do a little bit more healing. And depending on the rate of reinforcement, we may be able to just go for Edelgard straight away after we clear out these Mortal Savants and their mage friend. Mortal Savants are still nerds, Lawrence, so teach them a lesson. All right, he gets stuffed into the locker.
Thought you could best me.
Now we have another one. Balthus here can pop off the stairs and pop back. Luckily, while he's doing this, whoever he's keeping from coming up the stairs just politely says, no, I understand. You might need to go from time to time. Raphael. Kirsten's arrow not very effective on this, but the poison strike is, so we'll move up to provide support. Claude. Remember, these are nerds, Claude. So it looks like just one solid punch is what we need. There we go.
You got yourself killed.
No, I think you still did it. It was the punch to the face that got him. Leone will actually go in with a sword. We have this fancy Wodow here, and it worked out.
For Gerald.
Yeah, getting stabbed is really what Gerald was all about.
Still far from the top.
Yeah, your offensive stats are actually kind of bad, Leone, but you're still probably the best member of the squad, so numbers don't matter, nothing matters.
Here is something to believe.
And to illustrate that nothing matters, here's Wyleth
All is going to
going in for 111. Sylvain gets to level 22.
That took too much effort.
Everything does. That's the whole point of the run, Sylvain. Okay, we are slowly getting into position where we might be able to assault Edelgard up on the platform. Those mages are running around every which way. Oh, this could complicate our plans a little bit. They're using our infamous tactics against us. They remembered blowing things up is actually pretty effective. So we have our bomb squad over here in Leone. She's going to disarm what is rooting us in place. And now we can get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Claude can come in with the initial gambit to try and soften up all those barriers. So it hits that mage out front. And did that do anything to the monster? Oh, it actually did. Okay. Just didn't animate anything. So Wyleth, go ahead and spend some Black Sand Steel. Oh, your crest activation actually did something. That's fun. Raphael. We need to break down that full barrier at some point, so let's try to melt it. Now we'll need to attack from a safe distance with someone to prevent a counterattack from happening. So we can use the Volt Axe to do so. That'll crack a barrier and disable counterattacks, assuming we target those barrier areas.
I'm all right.
Ignatz can huck a hand axe back here. Yeah, he has trick shots, so they actually get to the back of the monster, even though he threw them directly at the front. Okay, Hilda. Hilda, just let the interface help us out here. We can get exactly enough damage to take out the health bar, too. Excellent job there, Hilda. Okay, so it is out of the fight for the turn. 2 health bars left, and we have this mage that Birdie can just stab. Oh, Birdie Copter activated. There we go.
Unstoppable. Just like that.
Yes, indeed, that is what we want people to do when they are stabbing. So let's check some numbers on Lawrence for fun, and then we will move him on in to repeat this little performance. 2 and 3 takes down that health bar in its entirety on his lonesome. Excellent. So stay right there, Lawrence. And Balthus, you keep guarding that stairwell in case the pizza comes. All right, Lawrence, you have a 4% chance to get hit here, so obviously nothing with a low probability of happening ever happens. There we go. And we get all 4 crits this time, just for the artistry of it.
Amazing.
Okay, now we have the question of where to go. I think Lawrence is making the call that we're going to assault Edelgard as soon as everyone else is in position. So luckily, she won't mind if we just stand on the platform. Raphael gets up to a last-minute level 41.
Am I getting closer?
Not really. But Kirsten's arrow is now our most powerful spell. So Raphael can go over there. since he can provide support from long distances. Claude will punch out this nerd here that is threatening to get all up in our business. And now we'll start repositioning to get everyone to where they can attack Edelgard from where they need to be. Okay, more nerds coming to try and interrupt our progress. Now we need to decide how we're going to engage here. With a fading blow, we can get a safe attack off on her.
I understand they're not so far removed from my own. But without sufficient knowledge of this land's suffering, I can't entrust Fodlan to you.
Perhaps.
Suffering? The Folden Deer
I dare
know
say it's
suffering
true that
better
I
than
don't
anyone.
fully
Have you
understand the
seen
history
the
of
rest of the
Fodlan.
series?
Still, I've seen many things in my life. Don't worry. I'll finish the job for you.
Alright, so there goes his dinky little punch.
Too easy.
And, oh, Petra! You tried. Alright, Wyleth can live through
Suppose
this.
you think you can defeat me, is that right? But I will never give up. Even if my arms and legs failed me, I would still find a way to move forward. I will
Just
smash
not
that false
through
goddess
Claude.
and her minion into the ground. I will fight to free this world from her vile grasp.
I mean, all of the Folden Deer students have tried to free themselves from the class, and they couldn't, so... Alright, oh dear. The crest activation got us.
Is how it ends.
It might be if we have to Divine Pulse this too much. We still got most of them left. Alright, so we'll keep Claude's hit. Let's see if Lawrence can survive.
You're a member of the goddess's vanguard. You don't have even a shred of self-awareness, do you?
Lawrence is very aware of himself. I don't think anyone has ever accused him of not knowing exactly who he is. Oh, well. Not with that attitude, certainly.
To think I'd meet my end in a place like this.
Again, I think this is precisely where you thought you would die. Okay, well, we can't move on without Lawrence, so we gotta try this again. I think we have to try another fading blow kind of thing here.
You're another of the goddess's vanguard. You don't have even a shred of self-awareness, do you?
No, now we're very aware that
So
you
that
can
I may
kill
put
us.
you out of your
Extremely aware of that. Okay, so we knew we would get this crit. So there's 33. Hopefully we dodge death this time. Okay.
Edelgard, give up. We don't want to kill you.
Well, not all of us,
But
apparently.
I must kill you. If I don't, the righteous world I dream of will never see the light. Come at me with everything you have. For one of us.
Gotta
this
learn
is
about
the
political
end.
coalitions there, Edelgard. We'll keep Lawrence there. Let's see if Wyleth can actually
Professor,
live through this
I will
time.
fight to free this world from her vile grasp.
Again, we've all been trying. Alright, Wyleth is going to land a crit. Oh, crest counterattack lands. But we're alive still. I don't know if we actually helped. But Ignatz was always fated to have to finish this. Looks like the will they won't they is coming to an end. And, they won't. Can finally put it behind him.
If I must fall, let it be by your hand.
The heart. It's more powerful than any weapon.
He earned it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you'll like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you all next time as we get into the dubstep lair.